Okay, here's a quick demo of the new things that are coming in DriveWire 4.1. It's not quite ready to go, but it will be hopefully all ready to play with by the time Cocoa Fest gets here in a few weeks. Um, the major new thing in the new version is this library, which is an attempt to make organizing the big mess of disks that most of us have, trying to make them into something a little more easy to use. Basically, it's an arbitrary tree structure that you can manipulate any which way you want by adding you know, imaginary folders or paths, URLs into other places. Set them up any which way you want. So, for instance, here's one that it's got a couple links for Nitrous 9, and then it's got some disks. That's a folder on the hard drive, and this is an actual disk itself. Um, it can see into the contents of disks, so you can see your directory there of all the stuff. Just basically drop down all the way into, as deep as you want to go into your disk. I'll have some searching and that kind of thing, so you can. There's a link for it, but it doesn't actually work yet. Um, so within this structure that you can create and map disks into or directories, whatever you'd like, you can do searches underneath them, or you could just search on the whole tree for not only file names but content of files. It knows how to understand lots of different kinds of files. And I'm adding more. You can just make little plugins for different types. Some examples of that would be like pictures. We can do all kinds of different pictures. Here's a basic disk, which doesn't have subdirectories, but again, we kind of show you which clusters it's using and all the details we know about it. And if you go into an actual program, it's not much of a program, is it? There's a little more. It detokenizes basic, and you can have 40, 80, 32 column, or if you actually want to read it, you can put it in text, and you can jump. It knows the line numbers in the program you're on. You can jump right to it if you have a big long program, or you can search the text of the program. Well, that's kind of cool. And it knows how to display pretty much any image that loads directly into video RAM. It looks for the module, the loadm, I guess, header, and if it's headed for video RAM, it says, "Oh, I might be able to show you that," and it tries to figure out how. So we've got, you can go through them. So you get your different color modes, and you can change them if you want to. Oh, we can do artifacts on these. These don't really do artifacts, do they? How about here's some good ones. So there we got pretty good artifact rendering. Some nice pictures in here. Definitely, if you turn artifacts off, not so great. You turn them on, you can flip them. Not all, definitely not all the same. Some images will be wanting one and some will want the other. I think that one likes this one better. So you can look at images, you can put a border on it like the Cocoa has if you want, that kind of thing. What else can you do with this thing? If you have files it doesn't know how to show you, well, I guess it thinks it knows how to show you that one. There's just a plain text file. Not exactly the right choice. It tries to make the right choice, but it doesn't always do it right. This is a hex editor that'll come up as a last resort. And pretty much typical hex editor, but it does show you the loadm headers, footers, and then where in the Cocoa RAM that particular code is headed. So that can be handy maybe. If it is actually text, then It shows you the text, which is good. I think that might be about it. It's basically just a tool. I mean, obviously, the idea is so you can find your disk and right-click and insert it. Just to get you into the disk you want. Yeah, you can open up as many of these as you want. That you can have, file open there and another file open here and whatnot. Of course, you got websites and whatnot. This is one of my favorites always. You can get a game straight into the Coco so easy. Any of these that say include download, click it. Got all the information about the game right there, and doesn't matter if it's zipped, it'll figure it out. And there we are. Mythology mounted up. See, it's zipped from the HTTP. So all these links, and of course you can add your own, are cool because they get you straight to content that's really easy to load, and away you go. Alright, I think that's about it. Again, we'll probably have this done and ready to play with coming up at the Coco Fest.